Hello, it's me again. After years of not making videos, all of a sudden I'm making one video a day. Oh my God. I am doing this video today. I don't know how long it's going to be, probably not that long. I want to give you a living example of part of the work that I do, and using a living example of something I'm going through right now. I'm feeling very triggered by something, and things that trigger us are opportunities for us to actually go within and do the work. So I want to show you what it looks like when we are doing the part of what I was explaining to you yesterday are the three things that I do, which is the aligning the body-mind connection. Okay. So something is going on in my life that is triggering this very old wound of feeling like I am trapped in a reaction when there's someone is doing small talk around me, and I'm looking for substance and depth in it, and I'm realizing that there isn't really any. It's just it's just small talk, and I have a completely overblown reaction to small talk, which is, it's like it's so too much that there's something going on. Okay, so I think about, and at the same time, this is a really good example of what we're going to do in the Joyful Soul Expansion Mentorship Program. So here I go. I think about this thing that's annoying me. I drop into my body. Where am I feeling it? Okay, right now I'm really feeling it in my liver. So I'm going to go in there. I'm going to go into my liver. I'm going to close my eyes. It's going to be a little bit easier. And this is what we're doing. I'm not going to go in there and try to get rid of it, right? Because this is a reaction. It is mine. It is not something that needs to be thrown out in the garbage. It is something that I need to face and embrace, lovingly embrace. So here I go. I'm going into my liver. And I'm going to ask, if that sensation was an animal, what would it be doing right now? Okay, so what I'm seeing is an animal, like an animal showing me its teeth. It's very much a survival mechanism. Now, I could stay at that level and be like, oh my God, there's like teeth in my liver. Oh my God. No, this is good. This is good. Go in it deeper, deeper, deeper. If I ask, what is underneath that? What is underneath that? I see a little girl that is very angry and feels repressed, feels like she's not allowed to just have fun and be who she is. And the teeth show up again. So I'm going to go see these teeth. What do these teeth need from me? Okay, so the feeling I'm getting right now is what these teeth really need from me is that I stop suppressing who I am so that I don't make other people uncomfortable. So right now, all I'm going to do is I'm going to lovingly embrace that in my heart. And then I check in again. I'm checking in again with this thing flaring me up about small talk. Okay, the reaction is much less strong. It's still showing teeth a little bit less. Let me go underneath that again. Okay, that little girl underneath isn't as angry anymore. Now she's kind of sad. So I'm gonna go meet her. And I'm just gonna go put my arms around her. And I open up my heart space and I open up my crown. And I just lovingly embrace this little part, this little child, this little fragment of my childhood that is still stuck in that emotion. And I let it know, I love you. I love you. I want you to be who you are. And you stay with it. You stay with it. You don't let it go. But you're not like, you're not gripping it. You're not trying to throw it away. You're just lovingly being with it. And you're not letting it run away. And you're not letting it become reactive either. I'm just there with it. And as I'm there with it, slowly it starts melting. It starts melting the tension that's there. And more, what I'm seeing is what looked like teeth in my liver is becoming like, it's like the lips are kind of closing. And I'm going to thank that survival mechanism. Thank you so much for trying to protect that part of me. Again, through here, through here. You just let that light, my cat is coming. You let that light do the work. Let it do the work. Thank you for trying to protect me. Thank you for protecting me for all that time, all these years. I can really feel it's like a flow. And you stay with it. More and more now what I'm seeing like I'm more like a little happy girl that's just kind of looking up at me like, I'm so glad you're here. And you know what? I'm really glad I'm there too. Because all this time, she's been stuck there. When you're doing work like this, you don't really like, okay, I don't feel it as much. It's fine. Let's go do something else. No, stay with it. Stay with it until there's nothing left. It doesn't mean it's completely gone. Often the day after, more stuff's going to come up about it, but that's a deeper layer. But you stay with that layer until you feel at peace, until the heart is open. I reconnect with that memory again, being triggered by someone's small talk. There's like a tiny little bit left in the liver. Now it's not like teeth. Now it's more like, like you'd want to say something and you're not allowing yourself to. So I'm going to ask that. What do you want to say? What do you want to say? I'm giving you permission to say it. What do you want to say? I'm going to let that energy in my liver speak right now. I don't want you to tell me that it's not okay that I say what I need to say. And I bring that into my heart. I bring that into my heart. And I'm letting that energy know, you know what? I want you to say what you need to say. I'm just listening. It's saying, I don't want to talk to that person. You know, like in our conditioning as children, it's like, I don't know if you remember being a child. And let's say, like, you know, you have to kiss your aunt, whatever, and you're like, I don't want to kiss her, you know, and your mom or your parents make you feel bad. And you're like, then you have to force yourself to do something. That's what's kind of like, this is what I'm tapping into. So I'm just letting that part of me know, you know what? I'm your divine parent. I'm your parent. And you don't have to talk to that person if you don't want to. That doesn't mean we're going to like ram into them and tell them to go F themselves. But I have your back. I got you. And if you don't want to talk to that person, you let me know and I will take care of the situation. Whew. Okay. And right now, like my plexus and my heart is like, it's kind of expanding, like, really? Really? And it's like, yeah, really. There's like an effect like this going like in my liver and my, it's like these digestive organs are getting kind of like you know, like it being washed over with liquid kind of energy. I tap back into the thought again, having to endure someone's small talk. Yeah, it's getting almost, there's barely anything left. There's barely anything left. And of all things, what's coming up is, well, why would I have to do that? Excellent. Okay. If I tap into my liver right now, what I see is instead of being that like, now it's more like, it's kind of like that smirky face of like, rat on, sister. And now I really want to ground that. I want to ground it and send it out through my heart as my new frequency. So I don't know if anybody here watched the video I did with Huck, but here we go. I'm holding on to that frequency of like, I don't need to sit there and force myself to be uncomfortable in a situation and stuff my emotions down to make someone else comfortable. It's not truth. I don't need to do that. My survival is not at stake. I inhale into my sacral chakra. I exhale out of the bridge of my nose. Inhale, sacral chakra. Exhale, bridge of my nose. One more time. Right now I'm building momentum. And inhale into my feet, all the way down to my feet. Exhale all the way up to my crown. Inhale all the way to my feet, 3 times each thing. Exhale up to my crown. Now I'm going to ground it deep into the core of the earth. I'm going to inhale all the way into the core of the earth. Exhale, I'm going to exhale, bring it all the way up to source. Inhale right back down to the heart of the earth. Exhale, bring it into the heart of our galaxy. Inhale one last time down to the core of the earth. And when I exhale, I'm going to send it through my heart. And then it's like the sacred heart activation just wants to happen on its own. So while we're there, let's have some fun. I'm going to inhale into my heart like it's the sun, like it's this dwarf star, like these stars that have like collapsed, and it's just like the densest light you can imagine. I'm going to inhale into the center of my heart, and I'm like concentrating that light even more. And then when I exhale, like rays of a sun, all directions. Well, during as I'm just expanding my energy field, letting all the cells in my body, letting all the information in my aura know this is me. And now I check in. How do I feel? Well, right now I feel pretty freaking good. I'm offering you this example. It's like a living example of how you align the body mind. And we even did a little bit of a sacred heart activation at the end. And this is very much part of, the whole joyful soul expansion thing that I love to teach and experience in myself too. And while I'm at it, I just want to take like a little second to say something really important. It's not because I'm a healer that I am completely healed and I never have issues come up anymore. No. One of my mentors was such a wonderful woman. And she once explained to me, she was like, you know what, Julie? A healer, it just means that you are someone that is willing to share your healing journey with others. And it touched me so profoundly when she said that, because it really helps you kind of like get out of that place where you're putting the healer on this like pedestal and you're like, oh, I'm like such a piece of crap and you're so good. And it's complete. Let's stop that. Of course, a certain level of healing needs to have been accomplished, makes it sound too achieved, let's say, for you to be able to be a support system to others. But I really want you to know this. It's all about being humble. I am still healing parts of me, deeper layers. It's just like layers upon layers upon layers. And it's important to realize that I am able to be your soul expansion companion because I am still healing myself. And what I offer you is the opportunity to embark on a journey with me where we are doing this healing together. So I am so looking forward to this mentorship program that's starting up. Oh my God, I'm so excited. And I just want to offer you, I wanted to offer you a living example of what it looks like doing a healing process like that, which is what we do on the second call every month. The first call of the month is always going to be more of a guided meditation that I basically channel in real time based on what's going on in the energies and the people and whatever's coming through from source and from various parts of me. And so the first call of the month, we kind of go into like a really nice, expansive, like an energy expansion process. And we just kind of like, my goal is to really learn to expand our energy field so that there's more and more room in there. Because most of us, our energy field is kind of contracted and we're walking around like this, like our ego is like this in our face. There's not even any space to be able to be like, oh, that's my ego, or oh, look at my thoughts, or whatever, And then the second call of the month, we do a lot of what I just did. Whoever wants to come on what I call the love seat, because it's not a hot seat. We're not doing coaching, we're doing healing. Whoever wants to come on the love seat, we do a process like that together, and it benefits everyone in the group. I have never been in a situation in a group where one person working on something wasn't actually benefiting everyone. And there's something wonderful to be said about what's called sideway coaching, which is like when someone else is receiving something, you are none of your defense system is up, like, you know, so all of a sudden you can actually like, oh, I have that too. Oh my God. Oh, so yeah, but this is the beauty of not scripting my stuff in advance, is I'm kind of like a little bit all over the place. If you enjoy this and you want to explore doing this work with me in a group, I'm launching what I'm calling the Joyful Soul Expansion Mentorship Program. We're going into twice a month meetings, about 90 minutes each time. And we're doing it by Zoom. And we all get to participate. And if you want to apply and get on a Zoom call with me, it's a 45-minute Zoom call. We will do this process that I just showed you. And in order to assess if you're receptive and ready for this kind of work, and I can tell you a little bit more about it. It's a pilot phase, so it's a very affordable price. It is all year long. We meet twice a month, because between you and I, if we're going to develop our energetic discernment and actually learn to have proper spiritual boundaries and seal the energy leaks in our auric field, we're not going to do it in one session. And it's very powerful to get to work in a group and expand with a group and see your progress throughout time, be able to come back every month and work on a deeper level of something. And yeah, so I am so grateful that you're here and that you're listening to this video. And I really, really hope that it brought something to you. And please, please try this process on your own. Okay, if I sum it up really quickly, whatever's triggering you, you think about it in your head, you drop into your body, you go feel where it is, and then you work with it. You work with it. If you're visual, then you can ask, if it was an animal, what would it be doing? You could also ask, if it was a color, what would it be? You know, and if it's a really dark color, then you just keep staying with it and offering it love until the color lightens up. If it's an animal, you kind of determine, what does this animal need? What is in the environment? What does it need to feel safe? You can do what I did, which is like, we're going to go a deep level deeper and actually ask what's underneath that reaction. Because that first level of reaction we're looking at is the defense mechanism, right? It's like a survival mechanism that's like activated. And if you go look underneath, you can actually start finding the wound that it's protecting. And once you've done that, then you kind of like, you want to like, you open up your heart to it and let it know you're there. You let it know you're there. You are the divine parent of all these energies in you. You get to decide to love them instead of continuing to stuff them down, to not feel them and not be aware of them. You get to decide, oh my God, I love you. Come back into my arms. And you release it through the heart. And I'm not talking release like throw it out. You release it through your, you lovingly embrace it and you let it know it's okay. I've got your back. I'm right here. And I'm not letting you continue to be stuck down there under that defense mechanism. And then you just keep checking. You recheck. Okay, I'm going to think about it again. Okay, how is the reaction? Sometimes it'll move. It'll be somewhere else. And then you start the process again. And then when you're ready, you really, really embody it. You make sure that you do that kind of breath. A mentor taught me that breath. It's called intention breath. It's a wonderful, thank you so much, Patricia Wall. She's retired now. And the process that I'm showing you is something that I learned from another mentor called Tamara, and it is called the quantum liberation method. I'll leave a link to her website below this video. Okay, so then you do that intention breath. You inhale into the sacral, you exhale out of the bridge of your nose. You're basically working with your pituitary glands by doing that. And you do that 3 times. And then you go feet, crown 3 times. And then you go core of the earth. And you can either go all the way up to source, or you can go to the heart of the galaxy that we're in, because this is where you're incarnated. So that's fine too. The idea is just to like go above above the collective unconscious, because that's where that's kind of hard to work on the wounds, because there's a lot of people holding them and they're afraid of healing. So whenever you're trying to heal something, it activates a lot of things like that. And you're just kind of letting it know, don't worry about it. I'm just going to go higher. So 3 times: earth, core of the earth, heart of the earth, heart of the galaxy, or heart of the earth, heart of the universe. And then when you're ready and you have enough momentum and you really feel the energy flowing, on an exhale, you send it out through your heart. And what you're doing when you're sending it out through your heart is it's just kind of like letting it, you're just sending it out on everywhere on the earth, everywhere on the planet, everywhere in the collective unconscious. You're just letting everyone know it's okay. It's okay. I changed something in me. It's okay. No need to freak out. Just letting you know in advance, this is my new frequency. And then you just kind of enjoy what you just did. Because you being willing to do this work is the most important thing going on right now. The more of us willing to do this work, the more of us willing to have the courage to go deep within, deeper than you've ever been, and start releasing these very old traumas and wounds, is what will help as many people as possible to be able to do the same thing after. We are getting ready for an ascension process. It's kind of already underway. And this is what we're doing right now. We are helping clear the field. We are helping increase the base frequency of the collective unconscious so that more and more of us, more people can ascend. And what could possibly be more fun and valuable to be doing at this time in our history? I, I feel so blessed to be part of this transition that we're experiencing. And I would feel so blessed to be able to assist you as well. So if you feel like, if something in your heart is letting you know, I want to do this and I want to have some support and I want to do it in a group, please reach out, joyfulsoulexpansion.com. I have a link there, a little form and a link. You can book an appointment. It's a 45-minute free session. And during that session, we're going to do a little energy healing process. And I'll let you know a little bit more about the program. The first call is on the 4th of March, where we kind of like all get to meet and hang out a little bit and get to know each other. And the official program starts on the 11th of March. And I really look forward to getting to know you. So if you feel the call, do book a session so we can get to know each other and see if the fit is right for this. I'm Julie Claire, joyfulsoulexpansion.com. Please reach out if you feel called to do so. And I love you.